Alright guys, not a lot of you know, but you will now. I am now test riding a CB1000R, which is honestly my dream bike. Everything about this bike for me is basically perfect. Okay, this one is packing aftermarket mirrors that don't allow me to see much. Okay, this one does, but this one... Okay, better now. This one is packing aftermarket mirrors, a backseat cowl, but other than that it's stock. And it's amazing. It is really, really nice. So this is in fact my dream bike. I've been wanting to test ride it for quite some time now, but honestly I've been avoiding doing it because I'm afraid I will buy it. The last time I rode it, I was in the back seat without a driving license for motorcycles. So almost 6 years are gone now, and here we are in the driver's seat of this beautiful, beautiful machine. In front of us we've got Arabian rider test riding a CRF 250 rally, and I'm test riding this honestly mean machine. The way the throttle responds, yeah, my god, the suspension on that one is mental.
Yo.
It's really soft. So I haven't rode it much, but main differences right now are slimmer tank, which allows me to actually put my feet down with more ease. So I normally am tiptoes on the Hornet usually. On this one I can actually stand a bit better. Oh my god, the difference is humongous. The acceleration response on this thing is just ridiculous. I've been noticing that the 1000 I've tried are like this. Throttle is quite sensitive, which is a very good thing. You can control a lot the throttle output. So this is in fact the Hornet's older sister. So it has a lot of similarities. The front headlight is very similar. It's not the same, but it's very similar. The rear is not the same, but it's very similar. So the Hornet was based off this one. This machine came out in 2008, and it hasn't been changed until now, when there is a possibility of a new model coming out on the 6th of November. This bike, like I said, the Hornet was based off this one, but with a 600cc engine. This bike is a mean Hornet. It looks more muscular, and I really, really like it for that. It has, I think, around 130 horsepower, so a little bit more than the Hornet, but still not quite there with the current super and hyper nakeds in the market. But this is what makes Honda. This is what makes this bike great, is any person can actually grab it and ride it the first time. It's not like when you grab a KTM Super Duke or a S1000RR, and the bike, honestly, the bike is scary. I mean, I never rode the KTM, but based on the S1000, I mean, the bike was scary because there was so much power right there that is ridiculous. These bikes, Honda makes bikes easy to drive. You have enough power, because let's be honest, most of us will never take this to the limit, and it is what it is. Bike is amazing. Bike is honestly amazing. I've just test rode it for a little bit, and damn, I want it. I really, really want it. All it needs is a little SC Project exhaust here, and this bike will be mental. There's no other little things that now exist nowadays on bikes. There's ABS, but there's basically it. There's no traction control, no anti-wheelie, no rain modes, no sports modes, no slick modes, no nothing. It is a bike. It is a simple bike, and that's how bikes need to be. I'm not saying anything. I mean, traction control is probably a very nice thing for super powerful bikes, but this is, like I said, 130 horsepower. It's very manageable. You don't need all these gizmos and little things to do it. This bike is kind of no longer on the comparisons of the super bikes, but anytime you read about her, the only thing people say is, compared to today's bikes, it lacks power. Fair enough. Today's bikes are all over 150 to 200 horsepower, even more. So compared to that, it lacks power. But it doesn't lack power. It has more than enough power for our little city commutes, in our highway runs, in our track days, whatever you want to do with it. This bike is just... Oops. This bike is just ridiculously fast. I think I'm in second gear. I'm not sure. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I put 4 gears. So I was in second gear. And you can ride the bike like this. 3,000 RPM. So the bike is not doing a very big effort. And you can ride it. So this is sometimes when people talk about 1,000s for a city commute. This is what I mean. Sometimes a 1,000 is better than a 600, because 600 will be in a lot more effort than the 1,000 will be. 1,000 would just be, yeah, that's cool, just second gear, go all the way, don't worry about it, it's alright, I have enough torque for you if you need. Ooh. Hydraulic clutch is something I never tried. Very smooth, not too much strain on your fingers or hands. Till now, I freakishly love the bike. I wish they did kind of... The speedometer is slightly different from the Hornet. So the Hornet has the RPM on top and then the whole speed at the bottom there. This one has only RPM, and then the speed is actually on your left side, but it becomes quite small for you to look at. Again, this would be something that would not put me off buying this bike. Definitely would not put me off buying this bike. It's sometimes the little things. For example, the Hornet, the screen is not highly visible during strong light. This one, the screen is more at a 90-degree angle towards your face, so the sun will not affect it the way it affects the Hornet. So there's a big advantage in that. I didn't realize this didn't have fuel. Honestly, it does not give me the feeling the CBR 1000RR gave me when rolling it, but it's not a CBR 1000RR, so it's a very detuned version. Not to mention the engine is completely different of the new one. Smooth is the word to describe this bike. Smooth throttle response. Smooth on the road. Very agile. It leans quite well. The fact that the tank is actually a lot thinner than the Hornet. You can see here, it's a lot thinner than the Hornet. Really helps out. Completely different the way it puts the power to the floor when compared to the Hornet. It's a whole new thing. It's a whole new thing. It's also, I think the riding position is slightly better than the Hornet, but it might be due to the fact that I now have an aftermarket exhaust, so it makes the bike a little bit lower. So I lean a bit more like this. Maybe like this. So this one I'm very much straight up. No stress on the back, no nothing. Don't know what's the Arabian idea. Come on, are you joking?
Okay, what the flip is going on here?
Quite agile in traffic, although I'm not used to this clutch yet. But it's quite agile.
Easier, just so I can get used to it. this guy undertook.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
And here's me still doing this. That actually felt good, doing 60 with some wind. It felt.
What is this? Now it's more similar to the Hornet. These high RPMs, the sound it makes. It's another story. Okay, this. Okay, now that's it. I tried her out a little bit. I love it. I honestly love it. So we're keeping it. That's it, guys. We're keeping it. It's like taking a new pet home. We like it. We keep it. Fortunately, it's not like that. The torque. That front wheel is like, hey, please lift me up, please. This bike was not borrowed to me. I'm doing a test ride on it, so I'm not special, guys. I'm not a special person that gets free bikes. So it was. I'm doing the test ride again. The person who organized it, his name is Carlos. He works at the dealership in Chiswick. So he's part of the sales department, and he's part of arranging test rides. Any other info you want to get on this bike, I can tell you the price, but I need to ask first. I will put the price down. I will write the price down. If you're interested, just pop to Honda Chiswick, the big dealership, where they also have the cars. They have a huge selection of bikes there. Huge selection. It's kind of hard to go there and not to buy something, if you have money, of course. In my case, well, it's really easy to go there and not to buy anything because there's no cash. There is no money, my friends. No money. Very nice. So anything you want to know about the bike, or if you're interested in looking at other bikes, they have another two CB1000s there. Red and carbon. They look amazing. This one looks amazing. Those ones look amazing. They all look amazing. Free bikes for everyone. Arabian, don't get too excited, yeah? Don't get too excited, bruh. It's very hard for me to say this, but it's more agile than the Hornet, guys. My little Hornet. Again, guys, if you need any more info on this bike or any other bike, just check out the Honda website, check what bikes they have, or go straight down to the dealership, talk to Carlos, let him know what your needs are, and I'm very, very sure he will find something suitable for you. Guy is 5 stars, honestly, 5 stars. Cannot fault him. He always does his best to fit my needs, like getting me this very nice bike. I just went there and I told him, and I said, all right, let me see if I can do something. And that's it. And here we are. So the guy is 5 stars. Go talk to him. Let him know your needs. I'm very sure he will be able to help you out. I'm very sure he will be able to help you out with whatever you want.
That picture of there, I've got a nice little picture of him there. Let me just, yeah, there we go.